Hello! It's been a while, but I'm back. I'm playing some games, or a game rather, known as Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. I am playing this game because back in the day, my brother and I used to play the original Mortal Kombat 3 on the Sega Genesis quite a bit. So it has a special place in my heart. We never had Ultimate on the Sega Genesis. I've since played that as an adult, particularly on my computer. I have it on emulator. So we're doing that today, and we're gonna just see how quickly I can run through the tower. I forget what it's called, the challenge tower? I think that's it. And my go-to character here is gonna be Noob Saibot, because he has a particular set of moves that work really well together in tandem with each other that are super, super cheap. And so usually I can run through this pretty fast. I've played it a couple times just before recording this, just to test out my recording on the computer. So, but it's still been a while since then, so we'll see how well I do. So we're in it, and you're just gonna immediately see what I'm doing here. That's super cheap. Oh, unless I screw up. There we go. All right. So as you can see, he's got a teleport. He's got this weird energy thing that he can throw around people. Here's a teleport. Throw the energy ring. That ring makes it so that they can't hurt you or do any damage to you, your enemy. And then he throws his like shadow guy, and then if you don't miss, like I did right there, you just hit them and you start the process all over again. There we go. Boom. One's done. Like I said, we're just gonna run through this really fast. So you may have noticed I put it on the hardest difficulty. I put it on the largest challenge tower. And that, in my opinion, doesn't necessarily mean anything. Oh, for the Lord's sake, noob, come on. Do your thing. There you go. I feel like sometimes when I put it on easy and I play the novice challenge tower, that the enemies are harder than when I do it on hardest. Now, right now, we're not seeing that. Jade is kicking my butt. Oh, for hell's sake. Alright, I gotta focus, apparently. Dude! Usually I can run through this and get a bunch of flawless victories. I guess I'm just too cocky while I'm on camera. I don't know. But yeah, if they interrupt my moveset, then I get screwed. So there we go. That was much better. But yeah, I just thought it'd be fun to run through this. Be nostalgic for one of my favorite old school games. Girl, just let me kick your butt and let's move on with our lives. It's gonna happen. And in my opinion, the female characters, their AI is way better than a lot of the male characters. Although I say that, maybe I'll eat my words here, I don't know. Yeah, so you can see it. Like I said, I think Noob Saibot has got a very cheap set of moves that just make it so that if you do it and time everything just right, they can't get a single thing on you. Look at that. Look at that. Flawless victory.
Flawless victory.
Also of note, since I'm playing this on an emulator, I don't know if this is the reason why. I assume it is. Sometimes you'll notice that sound effects or music is missing, particularly if you know this game well and you're expecting certain things. But that's okay. We're playing it on an emulator, because that's what I've got. Do your thing. Finish him! And I don't know any of Noob's fatalities or anything, so we're not trying for any of that. So, alright, here we go against Scorpion, who I don't think Scorpion's in the regular Mortal Kombat 3. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 added new characters and new stages to fight in, but it took away some stages to fight in, and I think it took away a couple characters, even though overall it has more. It's kind of weird. So. Let's get Scorpion cleaned up nice and neat here. There we go, another flawless.
Flawless victory.
Alright, Sindel. Sindel can be a bitch. Sometimes she's okay, but we'll see. So, talking about those missing stages, this is a perfect example. In the original Mortal Kombat 3, if you uppercut someone, there are stages where you'll break through the ceiling, and this was one of them. You would break through the ceiling and you'd be up on the street, and they took away that street stage in Ultimate for some reason. I don't know what the limitations of 16-bit games were, or was this 32? No, this was 16. I don't know what the limitations of 16-bit games were at the time. Maybe they just didn't have enough memory for that many stages, I don't know.
Flawless victory.
I'm sure someone out there knows the answer, it's just not me. Here comes Nightwolf. As you can see, I'm just using the same moves over and over. I'm not doing anything super special. And pretty much if I miss something, I default to that teleport move, because that's what gets me back on track. See, we went through the ceiling, and you'll notice now there's no music. I don't know why, but when you bust through the ceiling, the music goes away, and then now we're back with music. I think that's just the ROM in the emulator. Alright. Let's get her done. Man, I've had a couple of these that were close to flawless and just not quite there. Kung Lao. Heel seek. This stage is the Soul Chamber. I remember the name of it. There we go. You dick. Let's show me business. Boom. So now we're gonna do an endurance round. So, mystery who I'm fighting, and there's gonna be 2 of them that I have to survive through. Sub-Zero, old Sub-Zero. Shang Tsung. Boom! Flawless victory on a 2-fer. I'll take it. Let's see what happens on this next one. Whew, that was close. Come on. Subby, that was not what we're supposed to do. Dude! They're really evading me while they've got my energy ring thing around them. They know better right now. There we go. Oh, and that 4, it said 3 hits on that last one, but that 4-kick move is a pretty good combo that Noob Saibot has. It's also kind of cheap, and you only have to hit the same button over and over, whereas other characters have combos that require a combination of buttons. That 4-hit combo, this one right here, I only have to hit the same button 4 times in a row. Super easy to complete. So now we're in another endurance round, but this one's gonna have 3 people, and since Nightwolf is already starting to kick my butt, hopefully he's got me in a corner, man. Yep, let's get out of that. Oh, hell. Nightwolf's kicking my butt, so we'll see if I last through this third. Ah, and it's Sindel. Alright. Oh, shit. Man! When I did my quick run-throughs to test my recording, I did so good. I didn't have any issues, and now I am. Dude, there we go. Didn't quite happen when I wanted it to, but at least it got me out of a bad situation. Let's get you out of here. Alrighty. Didn't even mean to do that sweep, but it worked out. Ah, whew. Now I gotta do it again since I lost that first round. Whew, grabbed him at the last second. There we go. Get that flawless on that last one. Against 3. Super proud of myself. So now we're gonna fight Motaro, who in my opinion is just the cheapest, lamest part of this game. He's so cheap. Just watch this. So he hits hard and he just repeats the same stuff. And I just have resorted, like, the only strategy I can use against him is just trying to like jump kick him over and over, because if none of my moves work on him, that energy ring, it bounces back and hits me if I shoot that at him. So the teleport just gets me out of the way and he'll spam those fireballs. Just a bitch of a character. So that's my big challenge, is being able to beat Motaro. So I didn't even have to use a continue last time, and I'm probably gonna get stuck on Motaro now that I'm filming myself. But we'll try this again. Yeah, I've never figured a good strategy to beat Motaro. I'm sure someone out there has, it's just not me. So yeah, we just try this like teleport to get out of the way, jump kick thing. No. And it's all timing. Jesus Christ. Dude. It's all dependent on him, really, on how open he decides to be at any given moment. Sometimes he just like lets you jump kick him over and over, and there's no rhyme or reason to it. See this? See this cheapness? And anytime he hits me, I always try and teleport just in case he's gonna shoot that fireball at me right after. See what I mean? Sometimes he just lets you hit him over and over. Oh shit. Like, there's no rhyme or reason to it. It doesn't make any sense. Dude. Oh my god. Like, that was just him. That wasn't me. That wasn't skill. That was just Motaro just deciding to be easy. That definitely wasn't the worst he's ever been. Alright, so Shao Kahn. Final boss. So, sometimes I can get him with noob, sometimes I can't. Sometimes he does that, but those energy balls that he shoots, I'm just too tall. They'll hit me. But if I'm fast enough, he won't have time to shoot it off. It's just a matter of how precise I am with my buttons. And if I ever lose to him with a noob, I'll switch to the new Sub-Zero because the new Sub-Zero is short enough that those green energy balls just go right over him. It's great. So we'll see what I have to do here. We got one win. Got him in the corner. He also spends a lot of time dicking around with his taunts. Oh, punched him in the crotch and we won on accident. I was trying to throw out the energy ball. All right, there you go. That was Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 on single player, on the hardest difficulty, on the tallest challenge tower. We just did it. Noob Saibot wins. Shao Kahn is no more. You are the ultimate MK3 champion. Look at me. We'll do the supreme demonstration. This is the vast majority of the fatalities, and I think animalities, friendships, possibly brutalities, all the finishing moves you can do with all the characters. Most of them. They're missing a few. And I'm just going to kind of talk here and there through it, I guess. I guess that's what I've decided to do, but this is another thing that I don't know if it's because of the emulator, but pretty much all of them, it cuts short. You can see it really, before they're done moving, quickly cuts. And I don't think it did that, you know, on the cartridge. When you play this on the Genesis, I think it actually showed it in more totality. And I think some of them, especially the friendships, because they're longer, it'll almost cut off before they're even done completing the move. It's kind of weird. I've seen this many times. I've played through... Now this is where smoke blows up the world. With 16-bit graphics. I've played through this so many times. I've seen this supreme demonstration so many times. I went through a phase where I was playing this on the computer like all the time. And I hadn't played it for years, and I just remembered, hey, I've got those emulators on the computer. I'm gonna get on there and play a little bit, and here we are. I think we're going to be here for a while. I think the Supreme demonstration is really long. It might even be longer than it took me to beat the damn game. I'm not sure. I might be exaggerating. I don't know. But each character has more than one fatality, so... And then if we also see... Maybe we don't see the animalities. I can't remember. I think we also see babalities, which is stupid because it's just the characters turning into a baby. It's not that interesting. Just my opinion. That one sure took its time. You can see his feet when he got punched up into the air. Anyways, you saw it. You can see it. You can go back and see it if you missed it. That one's a classic. Just uppercut, punch the head off the body. So these are brutalities. I've never been able to get a brutality to work because you have to, I think, hit like every button in that combo after a finish him. I don't know, I've never been able to make it work. There's something about it that I think I'm not quite getting. And I don't think I explained that very good, but that's okay. And for those that don't know, Mortal Kombat is the game that is responsible for the ESRB rating system on video games now. Parents were outraged at how violent this game was. The original, not obviously the ones after the original first game continued it, but the very first game caused a lot of parents to be upset at what their children were playing on these beautiful 16-bit graphics. These brutalities sure do take a long time. I wish I knew more trivia to share with you, but I don't. I'm sure I do. I just can't think of any right now. So we'll just watch these brutalities. There's human smoke. I'll say this. When me and my brother would play this back in the day on the Sega Genesis, we made a rule that we weren't allowed to just spam moves. Oh, here come the friendships. So we made the rule you couldn't spam moves, you could only use the same move 3 times in a row, and then you had to stop because it could get really cheap otherwise. But inevitably, someone would always, whether on purpose or accident, break that rule, and then feelings would get hurt. But I mean, you know, that's kids growing up, right? In all honesty, it's probably one of the times we got along the best was playing this game together. Well, there you go. My emulator just died. It just closed out and my recording stopped. So I guess that's where we're going to end this. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see all the friendships and we didn't get to see the babalities, but I'm not going to go back in there and get in there and do it. It crashed on me a couple times testing and I restarted it. I hoped it was not going to be a thing, but I've had this emulator on various computers since for probably... My brother's the one actually who initially downloaded them. And I stole them from him years and years ago. Excuse me, and he was a teenager. So they might be close. I might have had this emulator program for close to 20 years now. I'm not sure. But I don't know a lot about computers, but I've never had this issue before with it just deciding to crash. So I'm wondering if they've degraded over time somehow. But anyways, that was Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. We saw a lot. We saw enough. So it's not a very deep game. I was going to let it roll and go through the credits like I usually do, but that's okay. The credits are super short on that one. So yeah, there you go. You got to see my cheap skills with Noob Saibot on Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was short and sweet, and maybe we'll do it again with another game sometime. I've got a lot of games on these emulators if my emulator will cooperate. Anyways, that was a weird long pause, and that's all for now. Okay, bye.